Hey there! Welcome to Big Questions with Cleo. Today's big question is, how come Joseph forgave his brothers? Ooh, that is a big question. Well, in today's story, you'll read about a man named Joseph. Joseph was the favorite son of Jacob. Now, I'm sure your mom and dad and your grandparents, they all say they love you equally, don't they? Yeah, they do. They sure don't have favorites, but Jacob, Joseph's dad, he didn't try and hide his favorite. He really loved Joseph the best, and he showed it. Yeah, he showed it by making them a big, beautiful, rainbow-colored coat. It was amazing, and all of his brothers saw it, and they were so jealous. And all this attention, it kind of gave Joseph a bit of an attitude, as you can imagine. Yeah, he was kind of a spoiled kid, and his brothers, well, they hated his guts. But now I know you and your sibling, you might fight, and you might have some words with each other every so often, but you probably wouldn't sell your brother or your sister into slavery, now would you? Wait, would you? Oh, okay, no. Great. Yeah, well, that's exactly what Joseph's brothers did. They sold him into slavery. Can you believe it? It was terrible, and it just went from bad to worse from there. Decades later, all these terrible things kept happening to Joseph over and over and over and over again. But then suddenly, guess what? He found himself to be Prince of Egypt. What? He was the Prince of Egypt? Are you kidding me? He was second only to the king, to the Pharaoh. Even in the midst of all of the things that were happening to Joseph, God was working behind the scenes to help Joseph. So when Joseph's big bad brothers came asking for food in the famine, he wasn't mad at them. He was sad. He wasn't sad for himself. He was sad for them. He'd grown up. He'd come to learn how God was working even when things were hard for him. How God was so good that he used the bad things to bring about a lot of good, like save thousands of people, including his very own family. And so because he saw how God was so good to him, he could be good to his brothers too. He forgave them even though they meant him harm. God meant to turn it around for good, and he saw that. So God loved Joseph, and in return, he loved his brothers too. And so for today's reading question, I want you to listen to hear how many silver coins Joseph was sold for, okay? Great. All right, that's all for me. Hope you had a good time. Enjoy worship. Whatever you're doing, make sure you pay attention to this story. And well, I'll see you later, okay? Remember, God loves you. Bye. Let me turn this off.